Chapter 2, Mole's Last Will and Testament. It was not till the dawn of the third day that the blizzard began to die, and that same midday that it finally stopped. One moment the sky was gray and the trees all bent against the wind, and the next the sky was blue, the sun shone, and all was bright and shining across the meadows, the river, and the wildwood, at whose edge the otter lived. "Rat! Time to rouse yourself! Time to get up!" cried the otter, scenting at the lovely winter's day and feeling in need of fresh air and a jaunt. "Not in this wind! Not in this driving snow!" answered the rat. Oh, the rat!
"Not in this wind! Not in this driving snow!" answered the rat, drowsily, from beneath the quilt, which the otter had thoughtfully laid on the sofa to make up a bed for his unexpected visitor.
"My dear fellow," called out the otter, "that's all blown over. The sun is shining fit to bust, and it's time we got up and about once more. It's as crisp a winter's day outside as you could wish." The rat sat up, rubbing his eyes and eyeing without much pleasure the untidy pile of plates and bottles. All there was left to show for the 3 days of his enforced rest with Otter.
"All over?"
he said sleepily, falling back and curling up again, and remembering what a good time he had had. "All finished," said the otter, coming and shaking him by the shoulder. "Time to get up and clear this mess away, and then we shall go out and see what damage the blizzard's done. Portly's out already, for I can't see him anywhere."
"Portly's out?" said the rat uneasily. Portly was not the kind of animal to get up early.
"That's right," said Otter casually, "and though it's not like him to be up and about before me, I suppose we did let ourselves go a little, old chap. I'll go and call him to pop back in again." The rat lay listening to his calls, and then to his sudden scurrying about, no doubt to see what signs of Portly there were, till he came back rather faster than he had left. "No answer, and no sign of him," said the otter with concern, "and no tracks in the snow, as there ought to be." The rat came fully awake with a start. A dark and troubling memory had come to him.
"I know that Portly went out 3 days ago," he said, slowly, staring at Otter in alarm. "Or was it 4?
"But he came back," said the otter, not yet quite fully troubled. "At least I thought he did. Didn't he come back?"
"No. Otter, he didn't come back, don't you remember? I happened by here just as the first snow fell, and you invited me in for some food and drink, and very hospitable of you that was. We got somewhat merry and suggested that it would be nice if Mole were here to join the fun."
Oh, that's what happened. Oh. No.
"Oh, we got somewhat merry and suggested that it would be nice if Mole were here to join the fun. That errand son of yours suddenly upped and went off, saying, 'I'll fetch him,' and then, well, he never quite seemed to come back."
"But if he didn't come back, we would have gone to search for him," said the otter confidently. "We would not have come back till we found him. Therefore, as we are here, he must have been here this morning. When waking before us, he very sensibly, and he has been growing up a bit, went out to enjoy the winter sun."
"Except, as you said, there are no tracks."
"None," said the otter somberly, his voice trailing away as he looked about his home and saw that Portly's bed had not been slept in.
"No, Otter," continued the water rat, "you thought he had come back because, well, not to put it too fine a point on it, we all know that you and your family are rather too partial to that sloe and blackberry drink that Mole makes so well. When I suggested that Portly was not here, you said, 'If he isn't, he soon will be, which is as good as being here now,' or words to that effect, since when we have both been more or less asleep."
"So Portly's not here now, and you think he has not been here for 3 days?" said the otter blankly.
3 days and 3 nights, 3 very blizzardy days and nights."
"Huh," declared the otter as the two animals went out onto the bank and looked despondently about. "Till we know where he is," said the otter, who was now feeling a lot less bright and breezy than before, "we must conclude that he is missing."
"I hate to disagree, Otter, but I would prefer it if you said he is missing again. He's always missing."
Why is that the sentence?
"He's always missing, is Portly. But as usual, we'll find him before long, and when we do, I would wager my rowing boat and sculls that he is somewhere very comfortable indeed."
Yes, said the otter, you're probably right. Perhaps I ought to just. He wandered off, calling, Portly, are you there? Rather quietly at first. Then, as he came back, having wandered one way up the bank and then the other, the rat heard him shout rather more forcibly, Portly! Portly! Well, Otter said rather tersely when he reached the entrance to his home again, he's not anywhere. And there are no tracks in the snow further off? None, said the otter. Which means he did leave some time ago, said the rat darkly, adding with considerable misgiving, and look, the river's almost frozen over. You don't think, began the otter with real alarm. I think Portly is capable of almost any foolishness, said the rat grimly. The number of times, I mean the trouble he has caused, and not wishing to be hard, but, well, let us be frank, a sensible animal, if he went out looking for mole, would not try to cross that river. No, he would come straight home, but Portly is not sensible, so, having reached the river, I greatly fear, he said to himself, across it I shall go. We must search for him, cried the otter. Yes, said the rat, I'm afraid we must. He will, of course, be absolutely safe, but our minds must be put to rest. It seems to me, Otter, that this must be the last time, and positively the last, that we animals should go searching for your son. He will never become a sensible otter if every time he is scatterbrained we come to the rescue. I have spoilt him, said the otter miserably, and that is the truth. But bringing him up alone as I was forced to, struggling to find food enough for both of us, striving to teach him manners and common sense, well, it was not easy. Bachelors like you and Mole and Mr. Badger have it easy compared to those of us who bear the full responsibility of Otter, said the water rat in a commanding way, not liking this kind of talk. Enough, let us go and find the wretched animal, and let us hope you will box his ears for him, or something or other that will teach him not to cause his father such concern, and his father's friends such trouble. But don't worry, the sun is shining now, and all will be well. And yet, as the two friends set off, the rat could not help feeling that all was not well. Not well at all. It was the river that told him this, the river which none knew better than he. What Otter had said was true. He was a bachelor, with few cares in the world, but though he lived alone, he had often thought that it was the river who was his friend and his mate. He knew her moods, he knew her ways, and when she whispered to him, as she whispered ominously now, down where the ice stopped and the water flowed, there were the wind-broken sedges rasped in the winter breeze, he heard a warming voice which said, Beware! Trouble ahead! All is not well. I think we ought to hurry, said the rat presently, whiffling his snout at the river wind, if we are not already too late. Rat, whispered Otter, very much alarmed. What's wrong? There is something wrong, isn't there? The river's not right. I know it's not. You know, too, for you know it best of all. No, said the rat, she's not right. Not right at all. Come on, Otter, we must make for Mole End as fast as we can, because that's where Portly was going to. Mole will have some news for us, I'm sure. We could swim across, said the otter doubtfully. No, said the rat firmly. We'll go the long way round. Swimming across is not a good idea. We'll go by the bridge. Slight pause. Bing. Ooh. This one. Did that work? Oh, it didn't work. Wait. It worked. I think. You might have to leave and come back. Yeah, you may need to leave and come back. The finger shake. Okay. Sorry. Alright, back to it. No, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and, this is a pause. Yay, it worked! You got a little wrench now. What? Hi. Read aloud number 44. It's crazy. We gotta do I'm gonna make a video for number 50. You're looking lovely. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I love this headband. You look very cute. It's not a dress, but thank you. I love this shirt. It's very pink. I think it's Hilfiger? What is that, Tommy? I think it is, even though it's pink. Yeah. I'll keep you on in the background, but I'm playing. Oh, that's cool. Yay, it worked. Yeah, can you kick that guy out? That sounds so mean, but like, alright, but, sorry. So now we know why Portly went to Mole's house. It wasn't like an emergency, but now it's an emergency because they think he's lost. Alright. But that's miles and miles. It may be, said the rat, setting off at a rapid pace, but where the river is concerned, prudence is the watchword. The winter's afternoon was already drawing in, and the snow underfoot growing crisp and icy when they finally reached the mole's little home. The familiar door, the neatly painted mole end, the very tree itself about which the mole's modest place was made, all spoke of comfort and safety. But no light, muttered the rat grimly. No sign of life at all. It's not like Mole to go far in winter, unless it's to come and see me. Maybe he's asleep, declared the otter. But look, Ratty, he can't be far. The door was ajar, and leading from it were what looked like the fresh prints of Mole's galoshes. Rat put his paw to the door and pushed it open, though being a cautious animal, he did not go straight in. It's not like him to leave his door open. Mole, are you there? He called out. This doesn't look good, Otter. It does not, Ratty, said Otter, who was a reliable animal in such situations, as he pulled himself up to his fullest height alongside the water rat. Listen, whispered the rat, peering into the murky interior. They heard a sniffle, then a snuffle, then a bleat, and finally a sob. That sounds like Portly, said Otter, going straight in. No doubt about it. There was relief in his voice, but consternation as well. Where are you, Portly? Show yourself. The sobbing grew louder as the rat joined the otter in the parlor and looked about to see where Portly was. You would think that Mole would have had the sense to light a candle or two, said the otter. Mole's not here, said Mole's not here, said a tremulous voice from the direction of Mole's favorite armchair. Mole went out and didn't come back. They found Portly at last, huddled beneath Mole's winter plaid, staring forlornly into a long dead fire. Now listen, Portly, began the otter in a very stern voice. Something's going on, and we want to know what it is. Portly began to sob even more. Leave this to me, said the rat, who, for all his fine words about discipline and proper behavior, was a kindly, soft-hearted animal when he saw others in distress. You light a candle and get the fire going, and let me talk to Portly. Now, old chap, why don't you tell me exactly what has happened and where Mole's gone, and where that nephew of his has disappeared to? But that's just it, said Portly. I don't exactly know, you see. Then as the otter bustled about setting out some candles, clearing the grate, and then setting the fire ablaze once more, Portly told his sorry tale. So, to sum it all up, said the rat finally, as the otter offered them a warming drink. Instead of telling Mole, we had thought he might join us for the evening, which, being a sensible animal and seeing the blizzard on its way, he would have realized was not a good idea. Instead of that, you somehow made him think that Otter or I or both of us were in trouble? Yes, conceded Portly. And needed help? Yes, repeated Portly more quietly. Then, being the mole he is, which is to say always concerned about his friends before himself, he put on his coat and set off alone into the snowy night 3 nights ago. Yes, said Portly more quietly still. Then, a short time ago, you awoke as his nephew, concerned for his uncle, as all nephews should be, was likewise setting off into the cold, leaving you here snug and safe. Not very snug, said Portly in a very quiet voice indeed. Snug enough, scowled the rat, who might now have been inclined to be more harsh had Otter not been there. He only went out an hour or so ago. I did offer to go with him, but he said to stay here in case you came. Sensible, said the otter. He also said to tell any animal that came that he would first go down to the river opposite your home, Mr. Rat, because he thought that was the way Mr. Mole would have gone. Sensible again, said the otter. More sensible than some I can think of.
Very much more so, said the rat darkly. He frowned in thought for a moment and put down his drink, only half finished. I think, Otter, we had better be going right away. It's still light outside, but the days are growing very short. Can I come? Asked Portly. No, you can't, said the Otter. You stay here and keep that fire burning. No, on second thoughts, just stay here and don't touch anything. It's lonely by myself, said Portly. Yes, said the rat pitilessly. I dare say it is. Now, Otter, to work. The water rat was at his very best in a crisis, and in no time at all had gathered together all of the provisions he thought they might need in the course of what could turn out to be a cold and difficult few hours. Some food wrapped up in grease-proof paper, some warming sloe juice. I want to know what sloe is. We gotta look that up. A flint and candles, and some spare clothing. The only thing I can't see is Mole's lantern, which he must have taken with him, so we'll have to make do with a jam jar if we can find one. Then, with the water rat carrying the bag of provisions over his shoulder, the two animals set off once more, giving final instructions to Portly to stay exactly where he was and to keep the candle burning at the window so Mole End could be more easily found in the dark. It was a route that the rat had taken many times before, though never in such an apprehensive frame of mind. The way seemed longer than it really was, the hedges and meadows gloomier, despite the snow that lightened their way. These are definitely the tracks of Mole's nephew, said the Otter, but they were the only words the two spoke almost the whole way there. The gloaming was already with them, and the trees losing their color and turning into silhouettes, and the snow all about becoming more violet than white as they came in sight of the river. As they did so, they saw a figure running wildly towards them out of the dark, shouting and gesticulating. For a moment they thought it was the mole himself, but it was his nephew, and in a state of considerable alarm. Indeed, so incoherent was he that the Otter thought the worst and said, Mole's not worse, said his nephew. Oh, far, far worse. Better show us what you found, said the rat, eyes narrowing, as he led the way down to the bank. Mole's lamp, he cried out, pointing out where it stood so conspicuously on the path by the bank. But no mole, said his nephew. Gone forever. Then he pointed mutely towards the willow tree roots where Mole had left his message before trying to cross the river. There are words there. He scribed words, said his nephew. The rat and the Otter peered at the roots, but the light was now too poor to make anything out. Otter, said the rat grimly, give me the candle and flint and that jam jar, and let us read what Mole has written here. Mole is no fool, you see. He guessed we might come looking for him, though why he didn't go straight back home after seeing the state of the river, he couldn't have. Rat turned to look at the river, and the ice that still covered a good part of it, and a thought too terrible to think came to him, and he shook his head and turned back to the tree. But as the Otter struggled to light the candle in the cold night breeze, it seemed to the rat that the river was speaking to him again, and that what she had to say was bad news indeed. He had never known her splashes so sonorous, her meanders so miserable, her normally majestic flow so final. There you are, Rat, said the Otter, giving him the flickering light. You read it, for I've never had much time to learn that sort of thing. The rat peered about, looked closer, and was suddenly very still indeed. Then, clearly shaken, he put the jam jar down on the nearest, flattest root he could find. What does it say, Rat? I shall read it aloud, said the rat in a terrible voice, which he clearly had great difficulty controlling. It is headed, Mole's Last Will and Testament, and this is what it says. Before crossing the river, and knowing that I may not return alive, I, Mole, of Mole End, hereby wish to make the following bequests. First, my garden seat is for Ratty, in memory of the many happy hours we had on sitting and talking in it. Second, my brass candlestick is for Mr. Badger, as a token of my respect for him, and since he needs one, along with those of my books he might choose to take. Thirdly, my bust of Garibaldi is to inspire Mr. Toad to better things and remind him of his friend Mole. Lastly, but by no means the least important, I leave Mole End to my nephew, to whom I may not always have been as pleasant and welcoming as I should, but of whom I am very proud. I know my good friends will take his future education in hand till the day comes when he will be a most worthy mole.
Finally, I ask that Portly be kept well clear of my sloe and blackberry wine, as it goes to his head somewhat. Now, and that was all, nothing more, not even Mole. As Mole's nephew wept at the unexpected generosity and sentiments of his uncle, the water rat read the writing through again, and then went down to the river. He peered across and saw the jagged gap where the ice had broken, and the black deep waters of the river that rushed and flowed so cruelly there. "My friends," he said at last, "I greatly fear that we may not see Mole alive again. He must have been trying to get across the river to help me. He knew how dangerous that would be, and yet he tried. No doubt it went carefully, but Mole was never a river animal and did not understand that of all the river's moods, her worst and meanest is when she is covered in ice. Yet alone as he was, and no doubt afraid, on he went in the cause of his friends. Not just for me, Otter, but for you as well." The otter sniffed, and a great big tear rolled down his face in the dusk. "He was the bravest mole I ever knew," he said. "He was the truest friend I ever had," said the rat. "My uncle was the greatest mole who ever lived," said his nephew. For a long time they stood in silence as the night gathered about them, the flickering light on the willow root, a beacon to light a friend on a journey they could never be part of. "But isn't it possible he climbed back out onto the bank?" said his nephew much later. Or that he never fell in the first place, but is somewhere on the other side and the ice broke later?" said the otter hopefully. "In short, that we have jumped to the wrong conclusion?" said the water rat. The others nodded in the dark. "Unlikely," said the rat finally, as he stared at the river, utterly still, his grief total and complete. Much later still, speaking in a low voice, he said this: "All my life I have lived by the river, and I have known her in all her moods. I have shared with her good times and bad. One thing she has never failed to do is to talk to me, though sometimes I found it hard to listen and understand what she said. Today she has been speaking to me, but I did not want to hear what she said. You know what I mean, Otter. It sometimes just isn't possible to make sense of things," said Otter. "Exactly. Now we are all tired and overwrought, and if Mole is still alive, there is little good we can do floundering around in the dark. We shall go back to Mole End, we shall sleep, then tomorrow we shall call on Mr. Badger and institute a search for Mole, for I shall not be satisfied till I know what has happened to him, one way or the other. Perhaps tomorrow I can try listening to the river once more by myself, and perhaps it will all make more sense. Now we shall put a new candle in Mole's lantern, we shall light it, and we shall leave it here in the hope that somehow or other he will see its light and know how much he is loved, and how much missed, and how much we want him back again." They did this with all due ceremony, standing again in silence with the light flickering on their somber faces, before the rat led them silently away from the river bank, back through the night to Mole End. The water rat knew a night of shadows and half-dreams in which, try as he might, he could not get out of his head memories of Mole sitting so comfortably on the garden seat in the hot afternoon sun of the summer, reflecting upon life, or more often than not, upon something better still, nothing at all. "Mole, dear friend," Rat remembered himself saying many a time, "this place is too comfortable, too pleasant, and I feel once more a yearning to get into my boat." "Ratty, I am not at all surprised," Mole would reply, "and it would be pleasant, very pleasant, to sit in your boat once more with you sculling, which you do so much better than I, trailing a paw in the placid water, which I do so much better than you. Trouble is, we have to get there, and that means getting out of this very comfortable seat." "It does," the rat replied sleepily, "it does." Of course, there had been many other occasions when, after a day or two of such inactivity, Rat had declared, "If we don't go now, we never will, and therefore, Mole, I shall not sit down in that garden seat of yours. No, I shall help you prepare a hamper of food and drink, sufficient to last us the whole day through. And halfway into the evening, if it stays as warm as this." "Exactly, so let's press on." And on they had pressed, and off they had gone, though always Mole had cast a backward glance at his delightful nook, knowing that when the time came when he tired of the river and longed once more for the shade of the trees and the hum and buzz of the secret fields, it would always be there waiting for him and his friend. Such thoughts and remembrances tormented the poor rat all that night, till dawn came once more, when at last, as often happens after such a night, he fell into a deep sleep.
We'll not disturb him till he wakes of his own accord, said the otter later, for I doubt that he got much sleep in the night at all, poor fellow. The loss of Mole will hit him hard, very hard indeed, and we should let him get what rest he can. If Mole is lost, said Mole's nephew, it's certainly not like the water rat to give up so easily, said Portly. Said the otter, make breakfast for us all, you two, and do it quietly. So it was that the rat woke to the pleasant scent of bacon and sausages sizzling on the hob, and the alluring aroma of chamomile tea, which sent his spirits soaring, and had him sitting up and asking, "Where am I?" before he looked about and saw only too clearly where he was, in Mole's home without Mole, and with no hope that he would ever be there again. "Oh," cried out the rat, falling back on the pillow, the comfortable pillow, it must be said, for it was Mole's own, and in Mole's bed in which Rat lay. "Oh, dear." He stared bleakly out of the window, tears slowly trickling down his face, and listened to the quiet bustle of the other three round the corner in the kitchen, and Portly saying, "Do you think he's woken up yet? I'm very hungry, and we can't wait forever." "We'll wait for as long as it takes," Rat heard Otter growl. The rat drifted away into a muse, staring at the blue sky, for it was another lovely winter day, and at the drip, drip, drip of water from the ledge above the window. "The thaw's set in," he said to himself. "The thaw." What was it about that drip of water that had him wide awake in moments, and opening the window, and peering outside and all about, and scenting at the air? What was it that sent his whiskers buzzing, and made his snout tremble with the sense of things happening? He peered out still more. He looked down from the dripping of the water and the trees, down towards the very garden seat that Mole had left him in his will. It was glistening with damp. It was waiting. But before Rat could decide what it was, something else caught his attention, the very thing, perhaps, that had made him open the window in the first place. His snout had trembled. Now it thrilled to the scent of the river, come alive once more, too distant for any other creature to notice it. His river, across the meadows, through the wood, down the track, beyond the bank, alive and calling to him. Before he knew what he was doing, he had slipped quietly out of the front door, without a word to anyone. Then he was off down the same path up which he had led the others, so dolefully the night before, off towards his beloved river, whose scent was a siren call to him, which, without once looking back, he set off to answer. Where's Mole? The end. Thank you for listening. Where's Mole, dude? I know he's not just gone. That's crazy. Yeah, I like that part too. I actually want to go back to that because that was cool. Hold on. Also, I think, what I do... Oh, I do the hide user from this channel. I don't do timeouts. I don't really do that. I don't because then they come back and they're like, "Why did you put me in a timeout?" Like, it's just like, my bad. That's my bad. Anyway, yeah, Mole is lost. I know. No, yeah. So next time, it's the hide option, not the timeout option. Yeah, you got it. You're chilling. You're good. That guy was annoying. No. Can you talk to me? I'm like, yo. Yeah, that was cool. I'm trying to find it again. I liked that. I like how they talk about, they did that in the first book. They talk about, like, there was this one chapter in the first book where they tried to explain, like, how animals feel when, like, nature calls them. Like, migration. There was, like, a whole chapter about, like, animals migrating. And Rat isn't meant to migrate. But, like, this, and every year, it, like, baffles him that the animals would want to leave because he's in love with the river. Like, he will never leave the river. He loves it. It's his whole heart. So every year, he's baffled. He's like, why would you want to leave the river? Like, what could be better? And that year, for some reason, he feels like nature, I don't know, he feels something like pulling him away from the river, and that's how, like, the birds feel when they migrate south for the winter. It's like this pulling. It's so cool. It was so cool. I really like that chapter. Yeah, I know. He said, "Can you hear me?" And I forgot.
Oh, it's hidden now. I can't actually see it anymore. Whatever. I think he was saying, like, can you talk to me? And I was like, honey bunch, she just came into a read aloud. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to read that one more time. I like that he's, like, so in touch, or he's, like, one with the river. Like, he's, like, in tune with it. I like that. It almost, the way he was talking about it, it almost sounded like a religion for him or something. But I think it's deeper than that. It's like a soul tie. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, that's kind of how religion is for some people. It is for me, but, like, I don't know. I think everyone's experience is their own and unique and different from others. So, I liked it though. Oh, where is it? Sorry. It's like right here, I think. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I liked that. But as the otter struggled to light the candle in the cold night breeze, it seemed to the rat that the river was speaking to him again, and that what she had to say was bad news indeed. He had never known her splashes so sonorous. What's that pronunciation? I'm sorry. I love this book. It makes you like I'm already pretty. My vocabulary is pretty great, but I still be learning new words.
Sonorous.
Oh, that was loud. Sonorous. I got it right the first time, didn't I? Loud and deep. Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of thinking, because sonar, I don't know, that just made me think of that. It just made me think like a deep, like something to do with sound. So that's cool. That's the other thing. Even with words I don't know yet, I somehow have this like, not every time, but like I have this like intuition where I'm like, I can kind of guess what that means. It's cool. But he had never known her splashes so sonorous, her meanders so miserable, her normally majestic flow so final. I like that. That was cool. Hi. I've heard it before. You're a wordsmith? What do you mean by that? Wordsmith. That just sounds like I make up words. No. If you can guess. Oh, is that what that means? That's cool. That is cool. Okay, so sweet. I do think I am. I think I am a little too wordy. I think I talk a little too much. Sometimes. But, like, I used to feel like I didn't get my point across well, or I didn't, like, articulate my thoughts well as I wanted to, but I don't know, like, the more assertive I've become, because I've grown, like, this year, okay, compared to even last year, but especially compared to before that, but I've grown a lot more assertive, and, like, if I feel the need to speak, I'm gonna speak, and say what I think I need to say. As I've become more like that, I've been more, I don't know, I've been speaking more, so it's like, I don't know, and like people rarely don't understand what I meant to say, which makes me feel like, okay, I said that good, because they, I said that well, because they didn't really like leave seeming confused or anything. You know, I've been here before. Why would I be able to hear you? I'm confused. I said you a crochet business? I mean, I remember your name, Southwest. I remember that. We talk about a lot on here. I'm sorry. I do crochet. I need to learn more patterns though. Like I don't know how to crochet a lot of things, but I did make myself a really cool blanket. That was cool. Yeah, you're the second one to say, oh, you weren't looking at the comments. I mean, sorry, I'll look at the comments when I want to. Oh, you started a business. Well, that's cool. So you're probably way better at crocheting than me. I know, I was like, hear text? You just mean like me reading your comments and responding to them? I do that as often as I can. Like, I love interacting with every single comment, as long as it's respectful, of course. But, you know, if it's a read aloud, no, I'm not going to look at your comment until the chapter's over, and then we talk, and it's fun. But, yeah, that's really funny. That is a funny way to put it. I'm like, should I be able to hear you? I like this lighting. This is different. I tried something different because my head's been hurting. So I threw up a bunch today. I woke up feeling like I got hit by a train. So like a truck. So that was great. And then I'm like struggling, dude. I made my tea and I had my banana for breakfast, right? I'm like struggling to like function. I was feeling so sick. So I was like, tea, that will help. Yeah, right? Headache, stomach ache, right? So I'm out on my porch. I take one bite of my banana and like 2 sips of my tea. And then I just puked. I threw up so much. Like over the side of my porch, I threw up a lot. And after that, I felt way better in my stomach. It was like, I don't know, I guess I ate something yesterday and it just needed to come out. Yeah, it was terrible. The art? Wait. Oh, like my Charlie Brown one I made? And my Mario one? I posted it. You want to see it? See it? I got you. No. Yeah. Oh, and the dragon. Wait, I didn't show that? Yeah, I got you. Also, I'm making another one already. But, yeah, so I threw up a bunch. Felt better in my stomach, just like empty. And then it's something about throwing up. It always makes my head hurt more. I don't know why. I wonder why. Anyway, like, I genuinely don't know why. But, so the headache I had got so much worse. And then I went to the chiropractor, and I was like, this is gonna suck. Like, being in all these laying down positions with my head hurting so much. She popped my neck. I mean, it was like the deepest pop she's ever gotten out of my neck. And when I tell you, I was like, she was trying to tell me, like, it's probably in the base of your head, your headache. I thought it was going to be, like, baloney. Like, she was going to do a bunch of stuff and I still feel like shit. She popped my neck, and I kid you not, the headache went. Like, it vanished. It was really weird. And I was like, I feel amazing. What the it was crazy. Anyway, and then I came home. I hadn't even eaten yet. Like, I had my banana. But I came home, I hadn't eaten since puking, and I got like 3 hours of work done because I felt so good. And then I had lunch. Anyway, it did feel really good. Purging. I need a Snoopy. I'm gonna make a Snoopy! Yeah. Purging. You mean the throwing up? Anyway, let me show you this art. I'm gonna make a Snoopy though. I'll tell you what I have planned to make left, but this is one I'm still working on. It's like done, I just have to finish the line work because the lines are not crispy right now. Once the line work's done, it'll look even cleaner, but the coloring's done. And I like it. It wasn't the way I wanted it to go though, because I'm doing the colors of them. And then I wasn't planning on finishing it that day. I was like, I'll do the background another day. And I had this plan for the background to be like dark on her side and pink on her side. And it was gonna be really cute. Okay, but then I forget that I had that plan and I'm working on it and I'm like, let's just do the background now. And I just like on a whim decided to do this. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh wait, I had that other idea. I do like this though, but I did have that cool idea. And now I messed it up. The outline colors. Yeah, and then I had the idea as I'm doing it to like kind of change the colors on each side. Like some of them are shared and some of them are like only on that side and only on that side. But I kind of like it. It's cute. So now I have 2 of these girls. And yeah, let me show you. I made that one and that one and that one. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that drawer when I'm done with all these. Like that drawer is just for holding all this art. All right, so this is one almost done. This one I finished recently. Oh my gosh. Her name is Mim. I love her. The real ones know what she's from, but I know none of you know what she's from. No, I don't want to assume. Yes, me too. You should read the books that she's from. It's really cool. Ah, she's so cool. I love her. And when you know, like, her backstory, like, what she is and her purpose and, like, everything, it's so cool. Yes, I could put you on some you already know. It's called Bone. It's a series of graphic novels written by, I know it's Smith. I think it's Jeff Smith, but I might be wrong. He also made a Shazam comic, and I loved that comic because his art is so cool. But anyway, yeah, Bone. And I think it's 9 books. I think. I don't know. I need to reread them because I read them in like middle school. And I don't remember a lot of the details. I just know it was really cool. But let me know what you think if you read them before I do. And then I finished this one really fast, actually. Like, it did not take me long at all. I really like it. Hi, Patrick. How the heck are you? I'm amazing. How are you? Yep. I like it. And, like, the colors were supposed to go to different people, but I just wanted to switch it up. Yes. Like, he's supposed to have... I'm sorry. Like, he's supposed to have red, of course, but it's like, you already have red. I don't want to put red around you, too. And I had to do pink, I'm sorry. But, like, he shouldn't have pink. I think he was supposed to have orange, but I'm like, I just switched it up. It was just fun. I don't know. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That one is Sick Dragon. Oh my gosh. And peaches. And then this one's not done yet, but we're getting there. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I swear, I think Bubblegum, like, she's me. Except she's like a psycho, but I love her. I think, realistically, I'm more like Flame Princess in that show. Wait. Yeah. But I really like... I like Bubblegum when she's with Marceline. She's, like, totally psychotic, but, like... She's like evil genius energy, but then she's with Marceline and she's like this chill ass chick, dude. She's so awesome. I love her. Switch to, oh, nice. Nice. Thank you. That's awesome. This one I finished recently. I am gonna do a Snoopy and Woodstock one too, because you have to. I was gonna just do Snoopy, and then I saw this picture and was like, nah, I gotta do that. So, we do have Snoopy in the works. It's coming. So that's that one. And then this one I'm currently working on, and I'm so excited. I was going to do an art stream working on this. I still am deciding if I want to do that. This is going to take focus. Oh my gosh, I love it. But the line work, I got the line work perfect. So now we just have to get the paint part perfect. And we're chilling. Look at her. I got her face. So good. Keep up. Thank you. Might do that one too. You should. This one? You should. And then, do you want me to just show you everything I've made so far? Let me just do them. It's a whole thing. I'm making a wall. Like covering a wall. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I had this idea last year to make a nostalgia wall. So this is all nostalgic stuff. Full Metal, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that one's gonna be harder because it's a lot of like, this is just all gray. It's a lot of different grays. And then I really don't want to fuck up her face because that'll just mess everything up. So, and her hair is black, but I still have to show the lines in her hair. So that'll be hard. We'll get it. It'll be great. And then I wish I had like a white pen. That would make everything so much easier. Like this one, if I had had a white pen, I didn't have a white pen. I had to like draw the black around the lines where the white should be. It was actually really hard. And I was like, if I get it wrong, he's gonna look like, what's a kind word? He's gonna look a little backwards. But it's death and bugs. I love them. You do need a white pen, yeah. We have yet to find an effective, like, looks better than this white pen, so I'll just keep doing that, but her hair is gonna be tricky. That's all I'm saying. This is from Bone 2. It's another dragon. He's not nearly as big as Mim, but he's clutch. He's like always in the story. Like, he's like always there. And then he disappears, and then he comes back whenever he wants. He's like this omnipresent dragon. I don't know. And he's like super wise. Yeah, he's great. I love him. I don't even know if he has, I think they just call him the Red Dragon. Like, I don't think he has a name. But man, might have to have you do, yeah. Oh, I'd be down. Like, if you send me a picture, as long as I'm like comfortable doing that, I got you. I could do it. Big back dragon. Yeah. He's always just like chilling. Like he's like, what are you doing, little man? Anyway, Calvin and Hobbes. Hell yeah. His face. Their little faces and his little like hands. They're so cute. I should have put like little music notes or something because I think they're dancing. Ooh, Zelda. Yeah, if you send me pictures. Fuego. What does that mean? I've heard that, like, I know it means, like, fire, right? That's my assumption. I'm just assuming. But is that why you said it? Because it's fire? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. This one I actually really like. I think I killed the background. I never know what to do for backgrounds. I either do a solid color, but this one is, like, they're fusing. It's their fusion, so I felt like it needed like a magical background. I like it. They're so cute. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I love Stevani. I think, and their friendship is just so great, so. Yep. I wanted to do a garnet one, but it's hard to narrow down, like some of them I did 2 of, because it's just like, nah, I gotta do both, but like Avatar. Oh, I was about to do, this is Avatar, okay. I was trying to find a good picture to do for Avatar, but it's like, I should have done an Uncle Iroh one, but it's like, I love all the characters so much, and I can't fit every character in a tiny little canvas, because it'll be crazy too detailed or something. I don't know, I could do it, but like, so then I saw this, and I was like, well, that sums it up. We know that's from Avatar, so that's my Avatar one. But I have this other one picked out that I saw that I just thought was so cute of Suki and Sokka, and I might. We'll see. But I love this one. He's so cuddly. And then this is from Bone. Okay, Bone, I had to do 3. Bone is so good. Anyway, it's very nostalgic for me. So, yeah, this is from Bone. This is what the humans look like in Bone. Just the art is so cool. But, she's this, like, she's, like, invincibly strong. Strongest person ever, but she's this old little lady. And he's just, he's the sweetest guy. They're just these old people. And he has, like, his heart is just for her. He's just, like, so in love with her. And I don't even think they're, like, officially a couple, but, like, everyone knows, you know? And she's just, like, she's the strongest, toughest lady. And then when it comes to him, she's like, oh, it's so cute. So I had to. I'm not really happy with the background. I might still change it, honestly, but that's that for now. Everyone says they like the background, so I might just keep it, but Scott Pilgrim, I had to do, this is the second one I've done for Scott Pilgrim. Did I have another one coming? No. Scott Pilgrim. Got to. If you haven't read Scott Pilgrim, you should. It's problematic, but I really like it. The art is really good. They did really good with the movie. What's the line I just thought of? Dang, sorry. I have that junk memorized. I just can't remember the line that I just thought of. It's when Aubrey Plaza like, forget it, stop. Forget about it, Scott. She's got some battle scars, dude. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I love Scott Pilgrim. So if you like the movie, the books are just like so much more that the movie didn't cover. So I love the books. And they're so easy to read. They're like 6 little books. They're little. Okay? Like you could, if you wanted to, read them in an afternoon. Like if you really wanted to. But Foxtrot, I honestly am not happy with this one. But I love Foxtrot, so I'm going to keep it. But the line work, I did it with pens that were starting to like not work anymore. And instead of just waiting, I was like, I'm just gonna make the pens work. You should just get new pens. It's better to wait, but I didn't. But it's okay. I like Foxtrot. It's up there with Calvin and Hobbes. But also Foxtrot, Calvin and Hobbes. I can't remember. Garfield? No. I can't remember. I like that green too. I really do too. And then my brother made these for me. This one's going on the wall for sure. This one's just, I thought it was cool. This was like a doodle. And I was like, what are you going to do with that? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, I'll take it. Anyway. A doodle. Huh? Oh, this was a Christmas present. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, because then he started doodling again on this side. He's so cool. He's so cool. Anyway. Last one. I've done... How many? 2? Wait. 2. I've done 2, and I have another one that I want to make. Because I love this show. I really, really love the show. This one, the background isn't done yet. I want to add more to the background, but they're the best. And I have that one. And then I was going to make like a really small one of them too, but like Starco can't be beat. I got to make another one. Like, yeah. I never get over this show. It's so good. So, yeah. And then in the making, we have Full Metal, Winnie the Pooh. I gotta do a Winnie the Pooh. I should probably do a Beatrix Potter too, but I'm not going to. Her art, I can't replicate her art. It's too beautiful. But Winnie the Pooh, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, another Starco, Snoopy and Woodstock, and Loki. I think that's it. We're like nearing the end here. And then at that point, I'm gonna need you guys to like send me stuff to make for you or something, and like I need to figure out a way to send you guys stuff. And then we can have art streams where you can just like buy the art I make on stream if you want. I thought that was a fun idea. Can you do a? Oh, I did one. Wait, let me post it so you can go see it. Oh wait, yeah. Let me post it so you can. Wait, I did post it. I'm everywhere. I'm sorry. Go look in the post your pics. If you scroll up to, you didn't see my One Punch Man? I love One Punch Man. Hang on. I gave it to my friend. It's like one of his favorite animes, so I made that for him for Christmas. Yeah. I know I posted it though. If it was for Christmas, it would have been right there. That was on January 7th. That's my sheet. I love One Punch Man. Wait, Saitama's the One Punch Man. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, go look. It's January 7th. And I liked it. I'm actually really happy with that one. The way the actually, that's not a good picture of it. But the way the colors worked out, I actually really like it. And he liked it. Dude, I love everything about his face. Oh, it looks so good. I think I could have done a better job. No, but I like it. It's cool. There's two really big reasons. I don't like it when you say that. I really don't. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. And I feel like you say it because you know I don't like it. But, like, if you were to say that in a more respectful way, you would say it all in one comment. Like, there are two things I like about this channel. Getting to see your art and getting to hear you read out loud. I don't know. But, like, the way that you, like, cut off right there, you're talking about my boobs, no? Like, that's what everyone assumes. Yes, innuendo. Thank you. Like, that's what we all assume, and it just makes everyone go to that place in their minds, and that makes me uncomfortable. So I'm just telling you right now, I don't like it. Every time you come in here, it doesn't make me, I don't think it's clever. I'm so sorry. This might sound like I'm sensitive, but you do this every time you come in. So I just thought I'd tell you now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I do. So everyone does. So I'm saying, if you were to try to do it in a more respectful way, you would just say what you like about the channel in one comment. But you do, I mean, you literally do this every time you're here, so. What? Yeah, like, that's why I'm saying it now. Like, I've kind of just ignored it the first, like, how many times? Like, 3 times you've done it, and now I'm just like, let me just tell you, like, I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's clever. I don't even, because you end up saying a nice thing after, like, you list 2 actual things you like about the channel, and that would be nice. But since you did it that way, I don't take it as nice anymore. I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I don't know, you got everyone to think about my boobs. And if you didn't mean to do that, if you're being honest, that's fine. But, like, I'm just telling you. I don't know. Anyway, I just say it how it is. You know. Did you go see the One Punch Man picture? Wait, hold on. I'll just send it to you in a DM. Ah! Trigger finger itching. What does that mean? Bruh, should we have kept this painting the way it was before I put the dots on it? Because it's cool, actually. Okay, word. The orange and pink one, I really like the base of it. I really like it. Like, it's... She's pretty. I do like it. The base was so cool at first. And then I kept the base on the sides. I thought that was cool. Yeah, that's what it looked like on the whole thing, but I like it. But yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want... Excuse me. If you want to, let me think. Hold on. What channel could we do for that? You could post in the... I'll make a post for it, like a, hey, everybody. You could post in the Give Me Some Feedback channel if you want. Or even in the Post Your Pics channel and give me, like, an actual picture and be like, hey, can you make this for me on a canvas? And I don't know, I'll start actually like doing it. It'd be cool. Or I can just do like my dot paintings, and if you want to buy one, I don't know, I'm down. I just have to, I know I keep saying I am going to. I need to figure out a way to like securely mail something to someone and securely like a transaction thing. The whole anonymous thing is kind of tricky, so I gotta figure that out. But that would be cool. That'd be even more interaction with my online friends, so I'd like that. I don't even know what I would charge though. How do you decide? Somebody was like, use I need to stop using Chat GPT. I do. I don't ever use it, but like just carelessly using it for everything, I don't want to do that. So but someone was like, you could just Chat GPT, like, how much should I sell my paintings for? I don't know what they would say. They're gonna give me some kind of like, use this equation to determine, but yeah, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Like I guess it would depend on the size, and then I'd probably have to track like how many hours I spent making it. You know, how detailed it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. No? Okay. Somebody said that. I was like, oh, okay. But Snoopy, that's cute. That's cute. Wait. I'm so sorry. Wait. Tyler, I'm sorry. Do you want me to draw that whole thing or just that picture of Snoopy? I can't draw realistic shit. That's crazy. It's gotta already be a cartoon for me to replicate it. If I could like take a real picture and cartoonize it, that'd be a skill. That'd be so fun, but I can't do that. I can't do that. No, but I'm down. That's a cute little picture of him. He's so cute. Anyway, yeah. That'd be so easy to make too, bro. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I could make the like chair behind him, so like, and the table, so it looks like he's just. I could even maybe make the beer, like he's having a beer and a smoke. I could probably do that. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, what I do, it's gonna make it seem a lot less impressive how I make these, but it's so easy, dude. And I guess there is some skill involved for sure, and like a lot of patience. I think I've gotten a lot better as I've been making these, but like this one is so good already. It's big. I love it. Same with this show. I love every freaking character, so I was like, what do I do? And then I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll just do that. And like, Ed, his hair, it's so great. My brother hasn't seen the show, right? So he was helping me, like, I'll tell you in a second. But he's like, I can just cut off this part, right? And I'm like, don't cut his hair off. That's important. And I'm like, he's like, why? And I'm like, you'd get it if you watched the show. Because he's short. It's funny. Anyway, so the way that I make them is, you can get this paper at, like, Hobby Lobby for, like, $4. It's, like, 12 sheets of this paper. It's, like, graphite tracing paper or something. Or transfer paper or something. So, you get the paper. I don't know how my brother does it. He figured out, like, how to size the picture you want. So, you get the picture you want. And then you have to, like, I think he puts it in, like, a Word document or something. Puts the picture there, and then he, like, sizes it down to the size of the canvas you want for it. Okay, so then he goes to print it, and he uses that paper to print the picture onto it. Okay, so for example, like this Snoopy one, I've already got it printed. Okay, so then this is the special paper. So then what you do to transfer this onto the canvas, you take a pencil on the back of it and scribble all over where there's lines. Okay, so that's like putting a layer of lead on the back. So then you put it on the canvas and we tape it so that it stays in place. So we tape it onto the canvas. Now that there's that lead on the back, you take a sharp pencil and you basically trace the whole thing. So you're tracing, with the tracing, you're like pushing the lead down onto the canvas. So when you peel the thing off, you just traced the picture onto the canvas. And it's just this really light pencil line work. And then what I do is, I'm sure everyone does it different, but I like to go in with my black pens, and I have different like thicknesses. So I like the thinnest ones, but I go in with my black pens, I trace back over the pencil line work, and it's like, you know, depending on the picture, like, I don't know, if there's like shading, like with this one, some of the pencil lines are still there because I didn't want to put a hard line on it. It's just used as like a guideline for shading. So you just have to, like, I'm referencing the actual picture as I'm doing it, so I know, like, don't pen that part. Anyway, so then you're done with the lining. Then you go in with the colors, and then once I'm done with the colors, I go back over and do the lining again, so it's a lot cleaner. And then you're done. And it's, like, so easy. And, like, a lot of the time, I do have to go in with actual paint. That's a lot more skill involved. If you want the line work to still be good, like, you gotta really paint inside the lines. But I also have these pens, which are acrylic paint pens, and the way they are, it is like a brush, so it is still a little bit difficult to, like, maneuver it correctly, but, like, I've gotten the hang of it, so I got way better with it. But, like, they do make it a lot easier than actual paint, so y'all shouldn't be that impressed, in other words, because no, it is pretty cool. But basically, even if you're like me and you have no artistic talent, you can still find a way to make pretty cool art. So yeah, because before this, I didn't do anything, and then I figured out how to put any picture you want on a canvas, and now I can't get enough of it. I have so many. Thanks. No, before I figured this out, I was just making, oh my gosh, I was just making my dot ones, and they are really cool. I actually really, really like them every time. They're always different, and I like it every time, but that is all I was doing. So I like them. This one's really cool, actually. And I like the sides. The sides make me happy. Yeah. Anyway. Yep. So that's my secret. Now you go make some art and then show me. Or I'll just be the one to make the art and you can pay me. Whatever. That works too. But genuinely, if you, okay, I'll do that later. Genuinely, if you are like, oh, it's possible, let me try it, and you want to know like what products I use and shit, like I can totally tell you the brands and stuff that I like, but yeah. Nice. I asked you a question about your Snoopy picture. Did you hear me? I totally forgot. I do want to know. Excuse me. And then I do really need to get off, but so I was asking, like, I can't, it'd be cool if I could take like a real picture like that and like cartoonize it, but I can't. So I was asking, like, you just want the Snoopy part of that picture, right? Because I can do that. That's easy. And I think I said I can do the chair that he's sitting in and the table and maybe even the beer. I could do that. But I can't. So yeah. That would be cool though. That'd be a skill. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah. What do you guys think of this lighting? Because it's not as bad on my head. Like, this is what I usually go with. Whoa, I'm so pretty. What the fuck? Sorry. Right lighting. Solid 7. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But this is harsh. Like, this is already hurting my eyes, dude. I kind of like this more. For sure. Like, at least for read-alouds. If I'm making art, I do need that light. But, you know. You can do just a... Oh, yeah? Okay. I'll try. That's funny. I could try it. Do you know, I've never, like, mixed pictures. But I could do that. I think I could. Soft. I like soft lighting anytime. But yeah, I mean, like for read-alouds, I really just need enough to read the book. For art, I need like pretty bright lighting, I think. But dude, I put new buttons on another sweater. It's cute. The other buttons sucked. And why do they take the cutest sweater? I think it's because they're cheaper. Yep. But they take the cutest sweaters with like vibrant colors or whatever, and they put like brown buttons on them. And I love brown, kind of. But like, I think it's because it's cheaper. It's just like, so thank goodness they just sell buttons by themselves. So I can just grab some buttons and fix that. Ooh, sorry. It's my favorite. It is? Okay, cool. I got you. You gonna pay me? I'm just kidding. Just send me some weed. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I really hope nobody I know watches these. I really just say what I think, man. Okay. And anyway, no, you don't have to pay me. You're my friend, so. We can talk about it. Tyler and Oscar are my main games. Sorry, I was trying to remember. Every time I used to play Mario Party with my friend and board games. We played so many board games. I just, like, I was in church, okay, the other day, and I don't go to church a lot, but I'm about to switch churches, actually. I've been thinking about it, like, a while, and I've been praying about it for a while, and it's just become more and more like, yeah, we need to switch churches. But I was in church, randomly thought of one of my favorite board games that I've only ever played with that friend. Like, I don't have friends that want to play board games. And he would, like, we'd go to this shop. We'd either go to, like, Target or Walmart or this actual, like, place that sells, like, board games and, like, D&D stuff and, like, Magic the Gathering stuff. And they have pinball machines. I love that store. Anyway, we'd go every weekend and pick out a new board game and learn it and add it to our collection. And we haven't done that. We just, like, stopped doing it. And I'm like, I miss it. And I texted him. I was like, dude, I was just in church and remembered Parks. It's this really good game. It's about parks. like a Yellowstone Park. I don't know. It's just parks. Anyway, it's so good. Anyway, it doesn't sound fun, but it's so fun. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. I just remembered it. And that happens all the time where I'm like, I just remembered Isle of Cats. I want to play that again. But Mario Party, every time we would play Mario Party, every single game, like the mini games, he would always say, that's my main game. So that made me think of it. You guys are my main guys. My main men. Sorry. You guys are just my mains. Okay? It's like Smash. Like, who's your main? Y'all are my main. That's just how I feel. I miss board games. Yeah, I know. I need like a friend group to play board games with, genuinely. Used to do so many. Yes. Oh my gosh, I've been to like a couple game nights with like a friend group that I wasn't technically a part of. But I had the best time, and I'm like, dude, now I'm just like, I know I don't have a lot of friends. I have my family, and I have like my Twitch streamer friend. She's the best. I love my coworkers, but like I think we're all just really busy outside of work to hang out. But basically, I'm just always hinting, like, I know we're not technically friends. I'd love to be, but like, if you ever have like a board game night, I'm so down. Like, if you need an extra teammate, I don't know, just like, I will always say yes. Like, those game nights were so fun. If I could go to another game night, I don't even care if I don't know anyone there. I'm gonna have a ball. So, missed those, dude. I only got to do it twice, but I was like, when's the next game night? Anyway, they're underrated. So, I need a friend group. I think I'm just down to be friends with everyone. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but like, all of my coworkers are so great that I'm like, I don't want to invite myself to anything, but I'm like, I'm just hinting, if you were ever to invite me to something, I will accept. Because why would I turn that down? I don't know. I've had some coworkers be some of the best friends, but, oh, I'm sorry. I know work's rough for you. And you're feeling underappreciated, which really sucks. I was playing Uno one time and broke my friend's... Oh no, not the antique chair. That's heartbreaking. How did you play? Was that like a really passionate game of Uno? Is passionate a good word there? Like a really intense, aggressive game of Uno? Yeah, I'd feel so bad. Anything antique, I'd feel so bad. I love antiques. No, I can't blame you. Have you ever played Spoons? That's passionate. You could, like, break someone's something with that game. I played Uno. That's funny. That's funny. They tried to get me.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, they tried to get you so you, like, lashed out irrationally, or... I love the reverse card. You're just like... There's, like, a game, if somebody, like, attacks you with something, if you have a card, it's called the nope card. You can just go, nope! It reminds me of that, like... No, actually, reverse. Sorry. No. I love the nope card. And we would do it just like that. Like, it'd be like, sorry, buddy, I just screwed you over with I don't know what. Like, you gotta give up 6 of your cats. And I'm like, nope! Actually, no mercy. An insanely punishing version. Yeah. Oh, I know. If I keep stacking. I know. I've been there. It's infuriating. No, I played a card, but I was too passionate and no, I could see that. We have this one card game in the family that we never play, but when we play it, it's like the liveliest. Like, we're all standing up and shouting. Like, it's that kind of game. I could see that happening with that game. Just being, and the nope card. Like, sometimes I would straight up, like, I'm just gonna yell. I don't like yelling, but I'm competitive. Okay, I'm not a sore loser, but I'm like, I get into it. Okay, and I really think about strategies and stuff. So, like, yeah. Anyway, I would be like, nope! So, yeah, I can see it. It makes sense. No, the game that my family played, competition is fun. Competitive, yeah. That's why me and my friend had so much fun, just me and him playing, like, every week, all the time, because we both got so into it. And he said, like, you're the best to play board games with because you take it so seriously, and, like, somehow you always go for a different strategy than I would have gone for, but it works to where, like, we would keep score on, like, how many wins that month each of us got, and we were always, like, not tied, but we were always, like, we're a worthy foe, you know? Like, it was like, oh, you actually, like, put up a fight. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna win or not every time we play. It's fun. So he's like, somehow you, like, have a different strategy than me, but, like, I feel like I can predict it, but then you, like, do something and I didn't see it coming, and, like, you still manage to beat me, or, like, I can do that to you too. Like, somehow we, like, trick each other. Like, we're, like, compatible as fuck as board game buddies. That's rare. I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like it is. So, anyway. There's this, it's so funny. Like, I have my favorite board game, and he has his favorite board game. And I keep saying has. I don't know. It's been so long. I miss that guy. Sorry. Fuck. At the time, he had his favorite. Let me just read your comments. Xbox versus in-game. That would be really fun. I'd be so down. For a Mario Party type game for us to play together, that'd be so fun. Yeah, that'd be really fun. And like, I remember one time we were playing Mario Party, and there's I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry. I'm really happy. The memories are too happy. Meh. Okay, sorry. I just really like that person.
And I never see them anymore. But it's fine. Yeah, dude, yeah. No, I'd buy it too. Literally, can you let me know? Cause where's my tissues? Can you let me know? I think I'm really deprived. It's just like such a great way to like, because okay, so I'm just gonna let you know. I used to think my love language was physical touch. I think it is up there for me, but like my love language is quality time. And I don't get a lot of I'm sorry. I don't get a lot of quality time with people. So I say deprived, like I feel like board games and like playing games with people, it's like such a good source of quality time, like, and it's like a really great way to like connect with people and bond and stuff. So like fun deprived, yeah. So I think I'm just people deprived. Like I love my coworkers. I get to be around great people every day, but like we don't do fun things. We're working. So that's why I'm like, if you ever want to go out, or if you're just like, I live alone and I don't want to be alone tonight, I will always come. If you invite me, I'll always say yes, probably. So unless my hip is like out of place that day or something. But like, cause like I just want quality time with everyone. If you're cool, I'm like, yes, let's do it. I don't even care what we do, but I love playing games. So yes, if you find out it's possible for us to play like Mario Party together, please tell me. That'd be so cool. Evening. Hi, Steven. Sorry. No, but I'm sorry. I just like, the more I think about that person, they're my favorite person in the world, and outside of my siblings, of course, but like I just don't see them anymore. So happy memories, but they stopped. So it's like sad at the same time because I miss them. But yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, there's this Mario Party mini game where you have to spam, right? But it's like a timing thing. Like you have to know when to stop spamming. Yeah. And I oh my gosh. I left his ass in the dirt. How do you say that? I was that visible? Because I felt it. Okay. That just like ejected from my nose. It's the most underrated. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, it is. Wait, is it? It might be, actually. It might be right. It's my bet. It's the best. I feel the most loved. And I don't know. I just love loving on people through quality time. It's just nice. Tomorrow's Friday! I'm so happy. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. I just know. I threw up a bunch today and I'm feeling great, and then tomorrow I just cried, but I got to hang out with you guys. Like, why do you think I love talking with you guys so much? I mean, because you're great. You guys are the best. You're my mains. You're my mains. I'm just gonna start calling you that. It's my main. No, I'm sorry. I'm so cringy. I just like talking with you guys. I like spending time with. That's why I can't end the stream. It's so hard to end the stream. Especially when both of you are here. You're just so fun to talk to. Tomorrow's Friday. What's that for? Anyway, I think I was gonna say, I still don't know a good phrase to use for that. You're the best. You're the best. I'm serious. We do need to have, like, times where we can play games together. That'd be so fun. Like Gang Beasts or something. Is that what it's called? I think it's called that. I've never played it, but it looks fun. And I feel like with y'all it would be fun, so. You're great. Thank you. That's nice. But for real, what was I thinking? And now we have a moderator. I don't think you're gonna have to use your authority very much, but it's still cool to have one. By the way, everyone, welcome our new moderator, Oscar. He is the bomb, and now I have support. Yay! I said our new moderator, our first ever moderator in the channel. Thank you, Oscar. You're the best. Yes, I'm on PC. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Sorry, let's totally do it. Full send. I was trying to say my spamming skills are there. They're real. So I really kicked his ass. That's all I was trying to say. With that one mini game, and it really like shocked him how like the difference in our scores. It's really funny. It's the one where you go off a hill and you're snowboarding and you're like catching air, and while you're in the air you have to 360 as many times as you can before landing, right? So you really just have to spam the shit, and it wasn't even a contest. Anyway, yeah. I just thought of that.
That might be my main game. I don't know.
And like the other day, I was playing It Takes Two. I finally am playing It Takes Two with my brother. It's my favorite game. It's such a good game. Split Fiction's cool too. I'm playing that right now, but it's the same makers, sorry. It Takes Two has like these little mini games you can play together. And there's a tug of war one. So we're playing and you really just have to spam the shit to win. No contest. My little brother's like, wait, what? He's like, what? I'm not even like moving, like, or you're not even, like, it wasn't even like a thing. It was like, I just like killed him. That's so funny. Anyway, I'm like, I don't know, man. My spamming skills are there. I need to get better at Smash. I just thought of that. I do want to get better at Smash. Just for fun. I'm like, okay at it. Whooping. Oh, for sure. He would too, if he could. If he could. No, he's really good. It was just funny. I think it's funny when people like are surprised that I'm actually decent at gaming. I mean, it's like, catch me playing a game I'm like, a game that actually plays to my strengths, and yeah, I'm gonna be good. And I'll do my best if it's like a game I'm not used to, but like, play me at Mario, like Super Mario Brothers, I'll kick your ass. It's supposed to be a teamwork game, but I'll throw you off a cliff. Just for fun. I won't. I'm not a dick. But like, if you start to try, I'm like, oh, don't even try. There's no fight. I'll kill you. I'll kill you immediately, and then I'll keep killing you. That's just how we played in my family. We'd like, cause you can like pick up boxes and throw them at the enemies and stuff. But in doing that, you can pick up each other and throw each other. So it was less like us trying to get through the level and more just us trying to kill each other as many times as we could. So it's fun. But I love that game. And I just think it's funny. Like, I tried, I think I could talk about it now. It affected me really negatively. So I hope in the future I get the opportunity to do this again the right way with the right streamer, but I did try to collab with a streamer a little bit ago, and we started playing It Takes Two because they liked that game a lot too, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to play it again with someone. So we tried, and it was funny because like he was like surprised, like he knew I'm a gamer, but he was like surprised that I'm really good at the game, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I told you I'm a gamer. Like, what is it? Is it because I'm a woman? Or is it because I'm blonde? That's really... I hope it's not that. That's really narrow-minded, but... I'm just like, yep. I mean, if it's a platforming game, and pretty good. Gender-based, really. I don't know. I'm just like, give me a platforming, like Rayman Legends. I love that game, but like, that's my element. So anything with that type of like Hollow Knight, Mario, dude, Mario Galaxy, I can like speed run that hoe. Trying to think of all my favorite platforming games. Anyway, anything platforming, I'll leave you in the... What is the phrase I'm trying to think of? Is it leave you in the dust? Eat my dust. I don't know. That game is so good. Mario Galaxy? I love Mario Galaxy. I just bought a Wii. I bought a Wii. And I have Mario Galaxy on the Switch. Not the same. It's not the same. At all. Like, it's not even worth... Don't even... What does he say? Pinocchio? Your nose is growing a mile a minute. Don't even What does he say? Does he say, don't even kid yourself? Don't even fool yourself. I'm sorry, I hate that video so much, but it's like, it does not get old. Oh, me too. As a kid, we played a lot of GameCube games, but like, the Wii was our main shit. Yeah, lots of Wii. I want to play Paper Mario again. Twilight Princess. Oh, you told me about that. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe that was Wraith. But somebody loves... Right, because it's... Why are you not working? Yo. Sorry. I'm sorry. My mouse. Oh, now it's working? What is happening? Alarm go off, sorry. I love it. GameCube, that's #1. I wish there was a GIF for what I'm quoting, because all the time y'all post stuff, I want to be like, that's #1, and I can't find the GIF. Because if I just say that's #1, that's not. It's for the quote's sake, and y'all don't know what I'm quoting, unless there's a GIF, but there's not. So, whatever. Picking my favorite game is like picking... Oh, that's very true. That's very real. I don't know either. It might be It Takes Two. And like, it's hard to say that because I grew up on so many amazing games, but like, it's only good if depending on who you're playing it with, of course, because it's teamwork, but it's so fun. Anyway, I want to know why my mouse isn't working. That's actually a bit concerning. Like, it's working in Discord. Let me just close Discord. I'm really weirded out right now. It only works in Discord, so I closed Discord out, and now it doesn't work in anything else. That's weird. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Hold on. I hate this computer. Hang on. Like, work. Oh, no. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. We need a new computer, everybody, but I don't want to buy one because I want a desktop, like a real computer. Because I want to be a PC gamer. That's the end goal, you know? I don't want to buy a new laptop. Fuck. Just finished. Wait, hold on. Just finished work, now the fun begins. What are you gonna do? Yes! Genuinely, I want to. Why is my mouse not working? I just want to look up Twilight Princess. Hold on. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Okay. If you don't work, alright, we're chilling. So this mouse works. It's the actual computer mouse, which is great. I don't know why it does that. I hate it. Ah, I knew it. Yeah, you told me about this. Word. I could draw that. Who is that? I mean, I know it's Link, but why does he look like that? Cool. Word. Yeah, you told me about it. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty picture. The Great Bridge of Hylia. Something. Yeah. I just think, also, I feel like with PC gaming, I'd be better than I am currently. Because this junk, I'm sorry. This hurts my hands so fast, so much. This doesn't. So, I just think I'd be better. It wouldn't be like the hand pain wouldn't get in the way as much, I think. But yeah. No, I don't want to use a controller. I was watching this. Cool. That's cool. Gotta watch the Knicks games. I've never seen a Knicks game, but I'd be down. That's like, that is the extent of how much I enjoy quality time. You could ask me to go anywhere. I'll go. Like, that favorite person we're talking about, they took me to a football game once, and I don't give a fuck about football. But I had the best time, cause we were together, and it was nice. So, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, dude, if you just need someone, like, to be there, cause you don't really want to do that alone, I'm your guy, man. Like, just let me know. I'll be there, cause we're just hanging out. To me, it's like, we're hanging out. It's nice. No, I don't usually... Oh, yeah. No, I got you. The Knicks are important. I know that. I know that from Hitch, okay? I literally only know anything from movies. That's not true. I know a lot from movies. Anyway. Yeah. So, I think I'm just really tired. I'm really tired of not having friends. Like, I love you guys. I'm so happy I met you guys. Genuinely. Like, when I have these nights where I'm like, I wish someone would invite me to something. I sound so sad right now. I'm sorry. And then I'm like, you guys want to have a movie night? Because I just don't want to be alone. I don't know. Hitch is so funny. I love Hitch. I don't really like Will Smith, but I really like Hitch. Kevin James. Eva Mendes. Okay, I need to rewatch Place Beyond the Pines, because apparently it's really good, and I don't remember a second of it, so. But, yeah, I sound really sad. I'm not. It's fine. I have you guys, and that's really great. I just miss in real life. That sounds so mean. Y'all are in real life. Sorry. I miss face-to-face quality time. So, I'm kind of craving it. I'm not gonna lie. But I got to hang out with my friend last night. That was really nice. Like, and they texted me, and they were like, "Are you doing anything?" And I'm like, "Nope." And that was really nice. So, I'm really glad they texted me. And we're hanging out again tomorrow night. So, that's nice. Yes, for sure. No, I pick up what you're putting down. Yeah, I got you. I mean, y'all can always message me. Genuinely. But you get it. He gets it. I'm just getting wasted over here. Like, I'm like, I've got all the love to give. Like, genuine love. Like, if you just need a friend, I'm ready. I don't know. And my family, we're going through hell right now. I'm not gonna lie. So, I've been praying about it a lot. It's really sad, but I do think for my own sake, like, I think it's the healthy choice to distance myself from them for a little bit. And that doesn't mean not see them at all. It's just like, instead of going 3 times a week and staying till midnight, I'll go to church and I'll hang out with them for that afternoon, and that is about all I can take of them right now, every week. So it's really sad, but I have accepted it, and I've given it to God, and I'm just gonna pray for them at a distance and hope for the best. But yeah. So I think with all that, I'm a little more lonely than I have been. So, because that's kind of a new development. So, I think don't waste it. I just need to be more assertive, and I don't think it's personal. Like, I'm not sad and lonely because I don't think it's personal that I don't get invited to things all the time. I think I need to be more assertive and just invite people to things with me more. And I might actually get some yeses, and that'll fix that. But I think people are just busy, and they don't really think, like, she'd probably want to come. Even though I totally would, but yeah. So I just think I should take the initiative more and be like, hey, I'm going thrifting this weekend. You want to go thrifting with me? Or like, I heard of this new restaurant. You want to try it with me? I don't know. Really hard. Social anxiety, man. I'm getting out of it. Like, I'm growing. It's been a lot better than it used to be, but like, when you've lived with it forever and now you're like actively trying not to it's hard. Anyway. Yeah. And like, I do have like this one coworker, she's always like, whenever you want, I'm down. And she's like the coolest, so I'm like, me too. So I'm just like, let me just invite her. Like, I think I initiated, like, we went thrifting together and I initiated it, so I just need to do that more. It'll be good. I think I'm just so worried of like, what's the worst? Like, they're gonna say they're busy. That's okay. The worst that'll happen is when they ghost you and then you're waiting on them, and then the next day they're like, I'm so sorry, I forgot, or I'm so sorry, I totally didn't mean to blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, that was kind of shitty. I could have like hung out with my sister. if you had just let me know, but whatever. Anyway, I need to get better at, like, all right, well, they're clearly not texting back, so or they're not updating me on plans, so I'm just gonna make other plans. I need to do that. But then it's like, now I'm shitty if they do get back to me, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I made plans with my sister. So I'm like, how do you navigate that? Anyway, this is all, like, I'm so sorry. I'm just, like, dumping all of my thought processes on you guys right now. I'm sorry. I'm very talkative. I'm definitely a verbal processor. I like that about me, though. But yeah, so luckily I enjoyed it. You're just being nice. Ain't no way. No. That is really nice if that's true. But, what was I thinking? Hang on. Oh, I think it's very interesting timing. I was just telling my best friend, my best friend lives in another state. Every now and then they call me, and we just talked for like 2 hours before the stream, and I was like, I gotta go do my read aloud, man. It's really nice that they just call. But I was talking to them about this mixture of stress. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just went through a concerning amount of stress all at once. And then it was so interesting because all of that stress, like, semi-resolved itself all at the same time. And they were all separate things. It was crazy. Like, I had this, like, stressful junk happening at work. Really stressful. Like, I was scared they didn't want me anymore. Like, I thought they were not trying. I think I had a conversation with my boss, and it really made me feel like I'm on the road to getting fired soon. Soon, like 6 months soon. So I was, like, concerned and stressed out. And, like, while that was happening, I reconnected with an old friend from middle school, high school, college. Like, I knew them forever. Reconnected with them because I heard they're getting a divorce. So I was like, oh, I just, they were always such a great person. Like, I just want to make sure they're doing okay. So I reconnected with them immediately. And I'm not trying to talk shit, okay? I still think they're a really great person. I think they've been hurt a lot, just like I have. And I think they need to go through a time of healing like I am right now, and not jump into a new relationship. I don't know. Yeah. But within a week of reconnecting with them, and by the way, you know me, I don't hint. I just say it. I just tell you how I feel. So, first reconnection conversation, I tell them dating isn't on my radar with anyone. Not my first priority at all. Not even on the list of, no, not right now. No. So I made it really clear. But somehow, and again, I think they just were excited that we reconnected, but somehow within a week, they're telling me they're obsessed with me. And that was really concerning. Because not in like a I'm in danger way, but just like somehow you really misunderstood me, and I don't know how or when you could have done that, because from the start I was very clear. So the obsessed thing was like, let me not respond anymore, and I did end up sending them like a mini book to read, just like, hey, this is concerning. I don't know how you could have misunderstood me. I'm so sorry. I know you're hurting right now. But just like, let me just reiterate, no dating for me. Shouldn't be dating you shouldn't be dating either, like, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. So that was a whole stressful thing. Really stressful. Because I've known them forever. And I'm like, you're obsessed with me? No. Anyway, I thought you were great. I still think you're great. Like, no. I was here to be your friend. Damn. So, work stress, this guy stress, and then my family is pissing me off stress. Really, like, we're supposed to be there for each other. Out of everyone, I know we can't be perfect. No family's perfect, whatever. But out of everyone in the world, I would have expected you know me more than anyone. My family knows me. They know what I've been through, right? They know the context to Sunny. Okay. Out of everyone, I would, like, expect you to be the most considerate and respectful toward me, you know? Because you know me, so you know the things that bother me. If you care about me, I'd think you'd maybe try and consider my feelings, just like I consider your feelings. I don't talk about certain things when I know you're around because I know it would bother you. Literal, bare minimum, basic consideration. Nope. So, yeah. So that's been really stressful for months. Because this is all very personal. I don't really care. I've talked to them about it, and I've really, like, put it out there. Like, this is how you make a fourth of the family feel. Actually, a third of the family. You're telling me that it's my personal problem that I feel this way, but actually it's 3 other people in the family that feel the exact same way, that you're making them feel that way. I'm the one trying to be assertive and tell you how you're making us feel so that you can see. I'm trying to tell you in a gentle way out of love because I care. If I didn't care, I would just leave and not see you again. But because I care, I want you to know, like, hey, in case you didn't know, this is how you affect me and us. If you don't want to do that, I'm telling you so you can change that if you care. But instead, we're the problem. It's our personal problem that you bother us and make us uncomfortable and make us feel like you don't love us. And we feel like we're not part of the family anymore because, like, our feelings are never considered, things like that. So it's like, all right, so at this point, I talked to so all of that's the stress. That's all the stress. So then I talked to my other boss. I have 2 bosses. Okay. The first boss kind of made me like, oh, and then I talked to my second boss, and he's like, I get to verbally process with him the first conversation. After I talk to him, I feel a lot better about my job. Okay. So we're great at work. We're fine. I'm a little stressed because of, like, the workload, but I'm fine. My bosses don't hate me, so I'm fine. So that was great. That went away. I sent that book to the guy to read about, like, hey, we're not on the same page. And then he kind of responded a few times. I haven't responded. So I might. I don't know. I'm still, like, if I feel like I'm not ready to, I'm just going to wait. And I don't feel ready to respond, so no. So that stress kind of went away. And then the family is, like, it's not gone, obviously. Like, there's no sign that they see a need for change. Yeah, no indicator that they're, like, they actually listened to what I said to them and they want to make sure we feel loved and cared for. They want to change whatever they need to, whatever. No indicator there, no indication. So the stress isn't gone. Like, the situation wasn't actually resolved. I think I'm just at a point, like, I've prayed so much about it. I think I'm at a point where I've done what I can do. I've talked to them about it. I'm not going to keep talking to them about it. They now know how we feel. They know the change that probably needs to happen. They just refuse to accept that they need to change. But at this point, God will do what he wants to do with that. If he wants to use me as a bridge between, like, the non-believers of the family and the believers of the family, because I'm a Christian. I'm an actual Christian. I have God. Okay. We hang out a lot. And not as much as I want, but all that to say, I'm still best friends with the non-believers. And I think the believers of the family feel like they don't have anything in common with this side of the family because they're not believers. But I'm the bridge between, I'm a believer, but I'm still best friends with them. It's possible, because we don't have to, you don't have to all be with God in order to love each other and, like, have a good time together and have things in common with each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know? So I'm like a living example of, like, it's possible, guys. But if God wants to use me in that way to show them and, like, convict them, like, I'm trying to tell them, or I tried to talk to them about, like, you need to learn how to love your kids the way that they feel loved. I sound like your sister? But you need to learn, like, when you're talking about God with them and nothing else. I just became a believer, right, in 2024. Yeah. And right before that, anytime someone said, hey, I was praying about you the other day, or God put you on my heart, or let me send you this random verse that I think is going to speak to you, it didn't. That was like a brick wall automatically went up, and it went over my head, and I didn't care. And it was like, yeah, that's nice. That's a nice thought. But it doesn't actually, like, appeal to me, right, as a non-believer. And maybe it does for other non-believers, but, like, it didn't for me. So I know how that feels. I know how they're feeling, because it's still fresh. I hope I never forget how it feels to not feel like God loves you. Because we need to remember, this is how they're feeling. So you always talking about God, I'm so sorry. Like, I know it's fun to talk about God when you're just, like, so overjoyed with the love that you have with him. Okay, I know that. And I want to talk about him all the time. But if it's, okay, new age, what is that? I think I know that. I just can't remember. But if that's all you ever talk about, and there's nothing else y'all have in common, there is more things that you have in common, I promise you. If you just took the time, invested time in them, asked them questions that had nothing to do with God, and more to do with things that they care about and they're interested in, and actually get to know them as the people they are now. Because you barely even know your kids now. I'm so sorry. It's really hard truth, but it's true. Like, and they're amazing people. You think they're like the problem children of the family. They're actually amazing, empathetic, intelligent people. And we have amazing conversations. And sometimes we do talk about God when they bring him up, because they want to talk about him. And then I'm like, yes, let's talk about him. But, like, I'm not going to force him on you if you don't want to talk about him all the time. I don't want to say that's love. It's just like you're not going to want to voluntarily spend time with someone who always talks about a topic that doesn't resonate with you at all. You know what I mean? And it's like, it makes me so happy when they ask me questions about him, because they're, like, curious and confused and they want to know more, and I think that's amazing. But we can talk about literally anything else. I don't know. So I forgot where I was going with that. I just, I'm trying to teach them, or I was trying to encourage them. I had a few conversations with that side of the family, like kind of separately, and trying to encourage them, like, reach out to them more. Reach out to me more. Damn. Like, they're like, I don't know what I'd say. And I'm like, literally, if you just say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I want to make sure you know I love you. That would go a long way. Like, way more than you just never talking to them. It feels like you don't care about them. And I told them that, and they immediately get defensive. Like, they know we love them. And it's like, no, they don't actually. Like, you say it, but your actions are, like, the opposite. Like, you don't care about how they feel based on the topics that you choose to discuss when they're in your presence. They're not even part of the conversation. You're just, like, not projecting. You're, like, the way you talk is so loud that it's, like, anyone in the vicinity hears. It's just zero consideration. Like, you know for a fact that topic is going to bother me or make me uncomfortable or trigger me even. Oh my gosh, we have a family member that just openly talks about assault, knowing full well that I have been assaulted multiple times. And it's that. It's like, how am I supposed to believe you love me or care about my feelings when you talk about the R word all the time around me? And yeah, it stopped. A little bit, but it still happens. And it's not just that topic. There are other topics that are like, and they take it as like we're trying to control them and censor them, and they have to watch what they say around us. And I'm like, no, it's genuinely just these like 3 insensitive ass topics. Like, you could talk about anything else. There's so much more to talk. We could talk about dinosaurs. I literally don't care. Like, something cool and interesting. Not politics. Why are we talking about politics all the time? I know where you stand. You know where I stand. Why are we always discussing it? So it's just like, can we have one Sunday that's actually pleasant and we don't mention Trump? And I know I don't want to talk about politics on here, but like, could we just as a family have a pleasant day? No, of course not. What? It's impossible. I don't know. So I've talked to them, and now I've kind of just like, it's like the stress kind of went away. It minimized. Like, the whole thing overall, it's not even close to ever being resolved, but unless God wants to do something. But it's his plan. It's whatever he's got planned. But like, I think me personally, like, spending time with God and giving it to him. Like, I've genuinely been like, okay, I've done what I can do. I've talked to them. They know. Now you take it. And I'll just be over here, and I will kind of distance myself from them. I won't spend as much time with them for my own sake. And I'll just pray for them from a distance and hope that whatever's supposed to be will be. That's a thing. But like, I hope that we can become closer as a family one day. That would be really cool. I just don't. I have hope in God. I don't have hope in them anymore. That's the sad part. And I don't want to, that's so sad to say out loud. I hope I get that hope back, but it's just, at this point, it's like, I don't want to get my hopes up. And then maybe they'll be changed in like 20 years. It's just sad because I told them, I warned them, like, I don't ever want to never see y'all again. But like, when your kids are all grown up and out of your house, I don't really have an obligation to come to your house anymore. I would come to see you, and at that point, I don't think I would. That's the thing. Like, when you no longer have kids that I want to see at your house, I don't know how often you're going to see us, because, like, we don't really want to see you. I do want to see you. I just can't be near you for too long. Because something ends up getting said that, like, tears me down physically. It's terrible. And I'm like, I can't keep doing that. I keep coming because I love y'all, but the more it happens, the less I want to come over. So, intolerable, yes. So, I just kind of warned them, I care so much that I keep coming, but like my sister, she doesn't live there anymore, and she never comes over. And I tried to tell them, like, why do you think she's never here? And if no change ever happens, how often do you think you're going to keep seeing her? It's going to be less and less and less. And you're just, same with your son, when he moves out of the house, you're going to, like, one by one lose children. Like, you're not going to see them anymore. I will keep seeing you because I think it's important. I just can't see you as often. But they straight up just won't see you anymore. And and I'm warning them, like, right now, they have to see you. But don't be surprised in a few years when you just stop seeing them altogether. And then you realize change needs to happen. I'm telling you now. But I'm like, do with that what you would like, or don't do anything. But I'm just like, through all of it, I'm glad I have God. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels this way. Like, I know my morals are right. And my value, like the way that I have empathy and I consider everyone's feelings. I like to consider things a lot. No. I like that about me. And I really like that I have a couple other siblings that share the same traits. So I'm not alone in feeling like this, which is really nice. I just feel bad that they've also been made to feel like this. But it is nice that I'm like, every time we talk about it, I'm just like, I'm really glad I have you guys, because, I don't know, it's just nice that I'm not the only one. Let me read your comments, sorry. I'm Christian too, and I agree with you on that situation. It's hard to deal with both sides of our... Yeah. I understand how you feel. Oh, why do they talk about assault? I don't know. Because they've never been through it. No, I don't want to assume. I'm just like, the way you talk about it, it's like you don't know what it's like to go through that. And you're just openly talking about it, like, so insensitively. And you know I've been through it. That's the crazy bit. If you didn't know I had gone through that, I still wouldn't like... I don't know why you're talking about it like that, but you know. So I'm like, no, they don't love me. Right? I can't imagine. If I knew you went through that and I'm just openly talking about it, I can't imagine. Like, how can I then turn around and say, but you know I love you, right? Because I tell you I love you all the time. Oh my gosh. Religion and politics are two topics you shouldn't discuss with family. I don't know. I think it could be cool. It's okay for her to talk about both religion and politics. No problem with that. Yeah. No, I can't tolerate it anymore. That's the thing. Thank God I am voicing it. That's very true. I finally am like, fuck it, guys. We need to talk about this because it's a problem. It's been a problem for so long. But yeah, I think it would be cool if it was possible for us to be open-minded and respectfully listen to each other. We could have cool discussions about maybe politics, but we could talk about religion. Like, I love talking with my brother about Christianity and God and stuff, and he's not a believer. And it's never like a disrespectful conversation where I'm putting him down or he's telling me I'm stupid for what I believe. It's never like that because we respect each other. It's a crazy concept, but like mutual respect, whoa. If we had more of that, we could talk about anything. But I told my dad yelled at me, and yeah, he apologized. Of course. For 27 years, he yells, 24 hours later, he apologizes. But in a joking, laughing way, like, you didn't just piss me the fuck off for 24 hours, but whatever. He yelled at me recently, and I told him, I let him get his little apology spiel out, and then I tell him, hey, Dad, I'm almost 30. Okay. I don't think... for the rest of my life, I don't think you'll ever have a reason to yell at me. if you keep your voice level, I always keep my voice level, we can talk about anything. That's the loudest I get. We can talk about anything. Literally anything. If you don't interrupt me, you don't raise your voice, you don't point at me, he does that. When we had our I had a conversation with just him. He did that. And I went, hey, don't point at me. Okay? Okay. Or like, if we ever do that again, I'm just gonna hold his hands the whole time so he can't be like hostile toward me. But yeah, mutual respect. My brother is 10 years younger than me, and he's more emotionally mature than the other men of the family. And we talked about that, and it's discouraging for him. He's like, I'm just laying out all our personal business to you guys on the internet, but I don't care anymore. Like, it needs to be said. I'm sorry. If they won't listen to me in private, if they happen upon this video in public, if this is what gets them to listen, fine. I don't care. Anyway, I got nothing to hide. But it's discouraging for him. He said, I wish I had like an older male like role model to look up to or whatever, but I am the first man of the family to have my morals straight and my values good, and like I understand right and wrong, and I understand so much. And they don't. Or they don't care. I think he just cares a lot. And I do think I have another brother who is got his own little problems that I've tried to talk to him about, and he's working on them, he says. I don't think that's true, but I hope. You know, you never know. It is getting out of bad habits. It's a gradual change, so I'm hoping maybe it'll get better, but like, it's just like, I think he does care, but I don't know how to explain. Us kids like us. You're a kid. We will always. Okay. Yeah, you're right. For sure. I don't think yelling is ever needed. Ever. I can't think of a time. I don't know. Obviously, unless it's like I'm getting attacked by a stranger, but like, you know. No. He had a problem with hate speech. Okay. But the thing behind it is like, I know in your heart, you don't hate those people. You don't hate that group of people. Okay. I know that. But when other people hear you using that type of speech, they're going to perceive you as hateful toward those people. No? Logically, yes. So, and if you are with God, you should want to represent God well and love people well, like Jesus called us to do. Before I was with God, I wanted to love everyone, okay? But now I know it's my actual purpose to love everyone the right way, okay? You using those words as jokes, I know they're just jokes to you, but it's not representing God very well at all. It's not loving toward those people. And you turn it around on me and say, I care too much about how people perceive me and how people feel when I don't even know those people. That, I do care. I can't help it. But I care because they're hearing it, and if you're openly claiming to be a Christian and then you turn around and use that word, that's worse. Now people are like, if that's what a Christian talks like, I don't want to be that. No, that's bad. That's bad. And then I'm just like, and then the really another problem is like he doesn't actually get like why that word is offensive. And I'm like, I genuinely was like, do you know about slavery? Like, do you know like the history behind that word? Do you want to know? Like, can I educate you? Like, it is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable to hear that from a little white boy's mouth. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I had to tell him, I just had to be straight up with him, like, it genuinely makes me a little embarrassed that I'm related to you. Like, if we're in public and you're doing that, I'm like, I don't want to be around you. Like, I don't want to be associated with you. And that's really harsh, but it's like, I'm not racist, and you're being perceived as probably a racist when people hear you use that speech. So that's a problem. I don't know. Like, obviously be yourself. Don't worry about how people perceive you. But like, if it's you're living your life in the name of God, and then you're using hate speech as a joke, but it's still hate speech. I tried to tell him there's weight to your words. Okay, your words have an effect on people, and if you don't care how they affect people, you're not living in love. We're called to love everyone, even people you don't know, even gay people. Okay, so this is why I just don't think that he feels convicted to break this habit, because everyone who's been kind to me has made me kinder in return. Yes, it's not hard to be positive and uplifting and kind. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I don't say that word. I don't joke about Jews. That's just rude. There's like, and it's not even funny. It's so interesting. Like, he just gets worse when he doesn't get the laugh. Like, when we don't laugh at his jokes, he just keeps doing it. And it's like, dude, you're really pissing me off. Like, I didn't laugh the first time. It's not funny. Just stop. I've told you it's not funny. I've told you it bothers me. Stop. And at this point, I don't even say anything. I just leave the room. So hopefully that makes him feel like some kind of shame. Like, oh, I made her uncomfortable. I hope. I don't know, but I just can't be around it. I can't hear it. I'm like, you're so stupid. I'm so sorry. Like, so yeah, I don't think he feels convicted to change. He did, like, at first, I had the talk with him. He told me it was a personal problem, that I'm bothered, and he didn't understand why that word's offensive. Okay. So then a week later, he finds a Bible verse that made him feel convicted about it, and he's like, oh, I get it now. Like, my words are, like, tearing you guys down. I don't want to do that. He specifically said, I'm going to work on not saying that word anymore. So that was great. That was encouraging. And I was like, okay, cool. What about the Jew jokes? What about the homophobic jokes? Do you also see the same effect? Like, it's the same effect. It is. Like, no, how you say, on me. It's the same effect on me. You are tearing other people down to maybe make someone else laugh. Like, whether they're black people or Jews or gay people, it's all the same. You're still doing the same thing. It's like a kindergartner. Like, why am I explaining this to you? This is like, logically, it doesn't matter. Like, it's all, you're using different words. It's still the same feeling. Like, I still get just as uncomfortable from all of it. So you say, I'm gonna stop saying the N-word. Great. Now stop joking about Jews. Also, okay, Stop calling your brother gay. Also, like it's a bad thing. Stop. Just stop. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know? Whoa. Did you hear that? I gotta go back and listen to that. She cracked my neck that way earlier, but couldn't get it to crack this way. I just got it to do it. That was awesome. Okay, sorry. Words have context, though. What do you mean by that? I'm curious. I'm also trying to find I need to send him this verse. It's like Ephesians. Because, I mean, if it's a verse, that's what speaks to you. That's what gets you to see what you're doing wrong. I'll find all the verses you need to convict you. I don't care. But, like, it's something about joking. Aha. Thank you, Google. I mean, it's your intentions. Yeah. And, like, I think he thinks it's not wrong because he's just joking. But I'm like, that's not the point. It's an inherently obsessive. What? It's an inherently offensive word. You know? I have always... Why do they always keep being hateful? Guy, you gotta get some grammar. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to translate. I have always talked with my church members all the time. Why do they always keep being hateful and racist whenever maybe when it's never going to stop being racist against race, culture, and also against gay community? Okay, I don't know what you're trying to say, but I kind of know what you're trying to say. It's like art. Art can be offensive, but it's still art. The N-word? Wait, I'm trying to compare. I'm sorry. Art can be offensive, but it's still art. How does that apply here? Expound, please. I'm like, what? I just don't think it should ever be used. I don't know. I feel like that's the type of humor that should just be locked away in a vault and never taken back out again. Because, like, when has any, like, emotionally intelligent person laughed at that type of joke? It's not very valuable. And I know that's my own personal opinion, of course, but, like, it's when it's at the, what is it? When it's at the something of someone else, it's just not funny to me. Like, you're hurting someone else to be funny when it's at the expense of someone else. It's not good. I don't like it. It's just hurtful, man. I don't know why it's so hard for people to grasp this, but, like, so there's some songs that are misogynistic, racist, but people will still find appeal in it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like, yeah. Like, I might not be listening to the words. I like the beat or something. But, like, this is, like, there aren't, like, multiple elements to it. You're just saying a stupid joke, expecting a laugh, and then you just keep going when you don't get the laugh. Like, it's like, at this point, it's just fucking inconsiderate. Especially when you can visibly see I'm blatantly uncomfortable and you're still doing it. That's just rude, man. I'm sorry. I can't really budge on that. What are all these plugged into? I need to, like... I'm sorry. I just wanted to look up this verse. Sorry. Know your audience? Yeah, sure, but also, like, I don't know, like, for example, okay, I'm just gonna, alright, I just hung out with, and I'm not comparing, I'm sorry, I'm just, like, I hung out with my little brother's friends. They're great. Respectful. We had intellectual conversation. It was funny. You know? Nothing racist or homophobic. Not a single syllable was uttered. And we're all having a great time laughing. It's possible. And I guess it's because that's how we are as people. And then you turn around and you go hang out with this brother's friends, and that's all they know how to do. It's only those jokes. And I'm like, I know you're capable of good conversation. I've had good conversation with you. Why is this your, like, default, like, your go-to? It's sad. It makes, like, if that's who you want to be, that's fine. Degenerates. Genuinely. But if that's what you want to be, fine. Just know that people of value. Not saying you're not of value, because I know you are. I do. That's why I used to be so close with you. I know you are. But people of value aren't going to want to hang out with you if that's all you do. If that's all you joke about. If that's your behavior. It only takes one time hanging out with you to be like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I was uncomfortable the whole time. And if that's fine with you, you're fine with that. And you're like, fine, if that bothers you, just don't see us again. Fine. That's how you want to live. It's just sad because I'm your sister. I don't know. I don't know. Because, bruh, I'm so sorry. Before the N-words, it was R-word jokes. It was R-word jokes. And I had to have a very serious conversation with him saying, you know I've been through that. And you joking about it makes me feel like you don't care that I went through that. Because when you think of that, or you hear about it, it should make you livid to the point that you can't speak. You're so mad. But the fact that your instinct is to joke about it around me, and no, yeah, it's great. He stopped. We had that conversation last year, and he stopped. And I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy about that. I don't know why I even had to explain that in the first place. It's like, it's exhausting. But, you know, whatever. So it's just been this, like, I keep having to talk to you, or I feel like I should talk to you because I love you and I care about you. But at this point, because I've talked to you twice now, I don't think I'm going to put myself out there and talk to you again. And I still care about you, but, like, it's been twice now. First, it was the R words. Now you feel like you should stop saying the N word. I'm not going to talk to you about the other two. I'm sorry. Like, you need to figure it out. I'm just going to keep leaving the room, and you're going to realize, oh, yeah, she's queer. That probably bothers her that I talk like that. But even if I wasn't queer, okay, it would still bother me because it is a group of people that you're putting down, that, and somehow that makes you feel good. It bothers me. I cannot help it. I love everyone. I care about everyone. Even if I'm not a Jew, but I care about them. 'Cause they're people. Gay people are people. Okay? Jews are people. Everyone is a person. I don't know how else to, like, it doesn't matter if I relate with them personally. I'm still gonna be bothered when you're putting people down to laugh about them. I don't know. Sounds like, and I think he's getting mentorship from people that aren't good mentors, but I actually don't know. So I've done what I can. I think if I was a man, it'd be so cool. Like, you guys as men, y'all need to hold each other accountable, because if I was a guy And I tried to talk to him about this and be like, dude, this isn't cool. Like, if one of his friends was like, hey, like, you should stop doing that. I don't want to be around you if you keep doing that. I think it would actually, it would make him feel worse. Like, it'd be a stronger, ooh, okay, you're right. Thanks for telling me. Maybe, you know? Or he'd just call him a pussy. But, like, it's like, I think me being, like, his sister and a woman, I'm just sensitive. It's my personal problem or whatever it is. It's like, you need good men in your life. You need to make friends with good guys. Women should have good women friendships. Men should have really good men friendships. And y'all need to help keep each other accountable. If you're real friends, like, that's what a real friend would do. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to find the verse. Sorry. It's like, obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes. These are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God. Hold on. It might have been that, but it was basically like, there's no place for that type of joking. That's all it's saying. You could literally talk about anything else. I don't understand. Anyway, it's fine, but I'm a good sister. I talked to them. Whether that did anything or not in their hearts, we shall see. But I'm just gonna, like, you keep doing you, man. I'm just not gonna be around it anymore. And, I mean, I genuinely do, like, this week was when I was like, you take it, God. I feel better. I do. Yep. Have nothing, no. I think that was the verse. It was just kind of a weird translation, but... Oh. And I feel like this whole time I've been sounding really high and mighty, like I'm better than them. I don't want to seem like that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to, like, make it not sound like that, but I don't know. I don't put people down if I can help it. Maybe I've been putting them down this whole time. I'm just speaking factually. This is just how it's been for a while. And I'm finally just, like, taking a stand and speaking up about it. I don't know. Is that your... This little guy? Yeah, we almost got the whole family, so... Ta-da! Oh, she's so pretty. And then... Oh yeah. Although Elijah, I feel bad because... Wait, where's Elijah? Elijah, I was painting his name, and then I got really dizzy. And I didn't do the H. I still need to do the H. Looks a lot different now. Yeah. Yep, that's all it is. I think I said that, like... You gotta put yourself in people's shoes, man. Like, anybody. Everybody. And I know it doesn't come naturally to a lot of people, but, like, I can't help it. So I know how it feels considering everyone's perspectives and everyone's point of views and junk. Everyone's experiences and, like, all this stuff. I'm like, don't joke about Jews. Do you know what they've been through? They deserve all the respect, man. I mean, a lot of people, actually, yeah, like, everyone has been through
probably something. Like, I know I've been through hell, and I look normal. You can just assume everyone you see, you don't know shit about them. So assume that they're probably, I like to just assume that everybody's this strong, badass bitch who deserves all the respect. And then if they prove me wrong and they're actually a bigot, I'll find out later. But go ahead and just respect everyone until, like, they prove that they don't deserve respect. That's how I live. And just assume, because a lot of people hide it really well until they cry to their viewers on YouTube about it. But, like, they hide it really well. You can just assume, like, especially the ones that hide it the best have probably been through the worst. But everyone's different. Of course, that's not always true. But, like, all it takes is just, like, compassion and empathy. And I know that's not a trait that everyone has, but, like, if you claim to be with God especially, you should be actively trying to be better at being empathetic. If you genuinely want to spread God's love, not what you think his, like, the version of his love that you think his love. You need to learn how to correctly love people the way God wants us to. And then you need to do it. You need to care enough to live that out, because you've devoted your life to it now. And I will say, before I was with God, I already wanted to do that more than anything. I already cared so much about people. I always have. My mom says since I was a baby, like since I was a toddler, you could tell. I care a lot. Okay. But now that I have God, I just have all of this extra strength to love people even better, which is great. But that's all I'm saying. Like, if you're, like, lost, I hate the word lost, I'm sorry. If you're, like, going through some shit and you don't have God on your side, I'm wording things bad. He's always on your side. You know what I mean. You don't have God in your heart, whatever. I've been there, so I know how hard it is. But if you're claiming to be this amazing person and Christian, and you see nothing wrong with your behavior, that's a problem. That needs to be talked about. We need to figure that out. Or you need to figure that out. I need to not be involved, but, you know. Groups are not Groups are not a monolith to different personalities and behaviors. True. That's true. You're right. I know, and I feel like the way I talk, it sounds like I generalize things a lot. I don't. I don't. I promise. I know everyone's totally different. Like, when I say women, we're all different. I know that. But, like, you know, that's the beautiful thing. I love that everyone's so different. Like, you can't be generalized in, like, one category because, like, you're your own person. And that's why I wanted to be a streamer, so I could meet as many people as I could and get to know people, because I'm like, you're all different. And it's so fun, like, learning about all these different people. I don't know, it's just like, it's so cool. I think I've always just had, like, a massive heart for people. I'm a people person, but I will never understand racism. I always think about, like, if you go back and watch my streams, like the video, like not live, it's just me talking and you can't see the comments. He said, that's why I don't understand racism. I will never understand racism. Like, I genuinely, like, it makes me so angry and I can't wrap my head around it, and brain damage on it, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, brain damage. And I don't want to say, like, because I think I'm slightly autistic, so I don't want to say, like, that'll make it sound like I'm using autism as an insult. It's just, like, there's something wrong. And autism, it's not that there's something wrong, you just operate differently, but, like, there's a screw that's a little bit loose up there.
I don't know. Something's wrong. One of the cogs aren't cogging right, you know? So, those people, I've just decided I'll pray for you. That's the best I can do. I don't have the power, clearly, to change anything. Like, and I do know everyone does believe they're right. It's really hard. It's not my job to convince you you're wrong, but it is my job to love you. And if I feel like you need to hear a harsh reality or truth, I'm gonna tell you. But like, you do with that what you want. And if you genuinely feel like what I said makes no sense and there's nothing wrong with you, I'll pray for you, man. You know? I'm sorry. Anyway, this is the shirt. We've got Dad's big ass hand. Mama. She's so cute. That guy. Okay. Yeah, we got some people. I'm missing like 3 people, I think. Who's that? Joey. Ah, I love that guy. Sorry. Ben, my buddy. I'm teaching him how to drive. He's so nice. I love him. He's gonna be 16 soon. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should add my hand or not. Should I? I guess I'm part of the family. I don't know. Anyway, I'm missing, my sister. And I'm trying to decide if I want her kids, little baby hands, or if I should just do, like, our immediate family, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess I will. I gotta do that. I stopped. Yeah. It's so cute now. It's a little cluttered, but I kind of love it. I wear it all the time. I wore it to the chiropractor today. I didn't video my outfit today because I was like throwing up and I was like, let me not. Like, I feel really sick. My head was hurting, dude. It wasn't until after the chiropractor that I came back and was like, let me get some work done. I feel great right now. But anyway, cool. I should go. Lol, puking. Is it weird that I say lol instead of LOL? Like in my mind, I read it as lol. I don't, is that normal? Is it normal that, sorry, of course a lot of people do that, I already know. Lol. Lol. It's like the hardest word to enunciate. Lol. Okay. I gotta go. We're getting into the tired hours. Like the hyper tired hours. That's a thing for me. I'm a night person. But I do need to force myself to go to bed. So, yeah. So, the plan. Now that you know the plan, I'm gonna go and show the plan to someone else. Okay. If anyone knows what that's from, marry me, Elastigirl. No. I love that movie. Okay. I mean the first quote, not Incredibles 2. It's fine. Anyway, okay. Good grief. Okay. Oh. Well, this took way longer than I wanted it to. Good grief. Okay, sorry. I really gotta go. I was gonna say, the plan. The plan is tomorrow I have a whole ass day and night. Mrs. Incredible. She's perfect. I wanna be her and I wanna be with her. As animated characters go, you know. I like her voice. It's cool. That freaking scene in the first movie when they're fighting and she's like, "It's not about you." Best fight ever because he's losing. Every point he makes is stupid as fuck. She's perfect. Why would you not want to go to your son's graduation just because it's like stupid that they do graduations for 4th graders? Just go. It's your son. What do you mean? Like, he would love that you're there. I don't understand. He's such a selfish little bitch. Anyway, okay, the plan is that tomorrow I go to work and then I go to this event and then I get to hang out with my friend after that. And I don't know how long we're hanging out. So, well, that's a thing. And then Saturday, I might stream. But I might not. Because I'm supposed to hang out with another friend. I love that I was just talking about how lonely and sad and friendless I am, but this whole weekend is full of friends. I'm not sad. It's fine. It's just, this never happens. I actually have a fun weekend planned. Anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, I do. Like, this week I only streamed once because I have been feeling... Oh, my period. Yeah, I've been feeling sick, dude. It's been rough. And then today I had, like, food poisoning or whatever the fuck happened. So happy that wasn't actual sickness because I feel fine now. No. Yeah, Saturday, I'm supposed to hang out with a friend that they're feeling sick, like coffee and congested, so I can't afford to catch that from them. Ugh. Like, that type of junk stays with me for like 3 weeks to a month every time. It's not no 4-day cold thing. It's like I'm dying for a while. So if they're still feeling bad tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna cancel Saturday and I'll stream. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Sunday, I get to hang out with my brother. Yay! I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much fun. Anyway, I love my brother so much. Anyway, yeah. He's the best, dude. But all that to say, next week I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on and what days I'll be streaming. But I was gonna say, if you would like to know, I'm not good at posting on anything, but Discord. So if you join my Discord, I do like updates when I'm going live again on there as ahead of time as I can. And then my streams are always like in like that day. I'm like, you guys want to stream? Like, it's not very planned, but anyway. Oh, so yeah, if you want to know, join my Discord. And in the Discord, we also do a private Discord read aloud, which I need to get back into doing. We do private Discord movie nights. Super fun. I love our movie nights. We need to do that again this week, like next week. But and we do a question of the day. I like today's question. No, do a question of the day, which is fun. I post my outfit every day on Discord if you want to see my outfit, or you want to post your own outfit, do it. I love to see outfits. Or even just like, we've got a channel where you can just post any pictures you want. So if you're like, just got these sick new shoes, or like, look at my cute dog. I love that. The bot is working again. Yes. Shout out to Nell, my Twitch streamer friend. She helped me set up that bot, and then she helped me fix the bot. Like, she's done everything with that bot. So thank you. You're the best. I love you. Oh my gosh. We went and saw Lilo and Stitch together. It was ass, but I had fun anyway because she's awesome. So, yep. Don't see Lilo and Stitch. I'm sorry. It's really bad. If you like the original at all. It's kind of cute by itself, but for the original, which is my favorite Disney movie, by the way. It's tied with, well, I don't know about tied. hard to wrap my head around it because I love Tarzan and I love Brother Bear. And Mulan. I really like Mulan. But, oh, and Cinderella. Fuck. No, it's those three though. Brother Bear, Lilo, Stitch. Oh, Treasure Planet. Fuck. Okay, Brother Bear, Treasure Planet, Tarzan, Lilo and Stitch. What did I say before that? Mulan. Mulan's freaking good. I'm sorry, it's so good. So, anyway, it's there. It's up there. So, yeah, they butchered it. They totally butchered it, so. But no surprise. I'm not shocked or anything. I'm just like, wow. How you gonna take out Gone 2? How you say there just wasn't any room for him? He's kind of like crucial to the whole thing. Like, we need the antagonist. So then, in the absence of the antagonist, they tried to make Cobra Bubbles the antagonist. And, also, Jumba. They tried to make him, like, more evil than he actually is. So I guess he was kind of the antagonist, but so was Cobra. It was really dumb. It was really dumb. And then Cobra ends up being good, like he's supposed to be good in the end, but it's like the whole time you were feeling really sinister toward everybody. What? You're gonna say, Sunny, he's sinister in the original. No, he's not. He's just tough. But he cares about Lilo, and he wants her to be safe. That's genuinely it. And he watches out for, like, humanity with aliens, which is cool. This one is like, he's like on some shit, and you're like, what's he up to? I don't like that. Like, I like Bubbles. It's a good one, but... And then he's just, like, living with Lilo in the end? I'm like, why does he live there? That's weird. And, oh my gosh, okay, but the whole thing, the whole thing was that Nani doesn't act like Nani. She's my queen. It's like, she's the reason I want to say it's my favorite movie. Like, she, out of everything, she's the best Disney character, in my opinion. So, the fact that she doesn't act like herself was like, that's not Nani. Also, David, he never says, how's it? Nani. Never said it. But whatever. Anyway, I digress. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not happy about that movie, but I'm glad I went, cause like, quality time. For real. Oh my gosh. Yeah, rewatch it and let me know how much you agree or don't care as much as me about it. Yeah, all that stuff I said about Discord, you can be a part of it if you want to join, but otherwise, I guess that's it. I'm gonna let y'all know though. Might stream Saturday, but if it's not Saturday, it'll probably be like maybe Tuesday. We'll have to see. But you know I'm gonna let you know. So thanks for the talks. I was not planning on, I was gonna get off at 9. It's 11:30. But it was a really good talk. And I know I laid out my whole family business. I laid out all my family's business just for all of y'all to judge. I just don't really care. Like, I'm kind of glad I talked about it. It needs to be talked about. But thank you. I think all that to say, thank you for listening, genuinely. And this was our Read Aloud number 44. I'm gonna make a video, I guess. I need to start doing that more. When we hit Read Aloud 50, I'll probably make like a thank you video for listening. But yeah. Oh, I'm really glad too, Tyler. It was a really good talk, seriously. And the board games, if you guys genuinely, I'm being 1,000% dead ass. Okay. Yeah, celebrate for sure. But I'm being dead ass. If y'all find a game that we could play together, please let me know. I will spend money to spend more time with you guys. So that sounds so fun. Like Mario Party or Gang Beasts or whatever those games are. Like, let me know. And I'll take you up on it. And that's all. But thanks, as always. I'm 1,000% like, thank you for listening and hanging out with me and letting me rant and following along, and you genuinely make me feel heard. Thank you. I'm serious. So yeah, super down. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. Let me know. Yeah. So all that to say, I love you guys. Thanks for listening to me reading. I love reading. I don't think I'll ever stop the read alouds. They're endless books. We'll never have to stop. We just have to keep finding books to read. So, thanks for listening and hanging out with me, and yeah, you guys are my mains. But everybody else too watching, you know, I hope I get to make more and more and more and more friends as I stay on YouTube. But yeah. Anyway, bye. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye.